How's it going, everyone? Ah, guys, we're going to be talking about Ilia Topuria's potential retirement tonight. We don't really know, but he's indefinitely stepping away from WWE. Oh, sorry, from UFC. What am I doing? I've been watching too much WWE. He's stepping away from UFC, which means he's not going to compete this year. I don't think it's going to be possible for Ilia Topuria. I mean, he's dealing with a very controversial, very serious case, which I think is a false allegation from his wife. But it's going to be very hard for Ilia to actually come back. Obviously, he's going to need time to train and return, and he's not even training at the moment. So it's a very difficult situation. And what is UFC going to be doing for the lightweight title? I mean, at the moment they made it a temporary interim title between Paddy and Gaethje, and we don't really know, man. If one of those guys is going to win the title in January, then are you going to wait for like a whole year for Ilya to come back? I think in the White House they're potentially going to be doing Patty or Gaethje, whoever wins against Arman Tsarukyan. I don't see Ilya coming back. And this is the fight that Dana White actually wanted to make. He wanted to make Ilya Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett. That's why Paddy Pimblett is getting the interim title shot because they can sell the fight. Because they know if they put one of them against Arman Tsarukyan, there's a potential of those guys losing against Arman Tsarukyan, and then you're losing the big money fight between Ilya and Patty. That's a big money fight. It will bring a lot of followers. So then you're missing that. So I think that's one of the reasons. But yeah, man, it's difficult. I don't know what initiative Dana White is going to be taking. It's hard. I mean, I also saw the news today where Alex Pereira actually mentions that he's probably not going to be competing in the White House card. I mean, Alex Pereira is the one who deserves it the most. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Alex Pereira is a guy who has saved so many UFC cards. The guy only joined the UFC like 4 years ago. So he joined UFC 4 years ago and he's not competing in the White House card. He deserves it the most. How many times has this guy saved UFC from not having a main event? Multiple times. Um, I think they're probably having the potential difficulties because how many fights are you going to make on the card? Main card, you will have 5 fights. Prelims, you'll probably have the same, and then early prelims, you can only have a number of fights. So, and then if you don't have anybody ready for Alex Pereira, you don't want to take the risk of John Jones versus Alex Pereira because according to Dana White, John Jones does not deserve this fight. He hasn't earned it. He wasted a whole year of UFC by making them think that he will fight Tom Aspinall. He fully convinced them he was going to take the deal. They offered him like a 20 million dollars, like a $30 million deal, and he backed out at the end. He said he thought he would be able to ask for a deal that UFC would not offer him, but UFC, on the other hand, surprisingly offered him that deal, and then he pulled out of the deal. He didn't take the fight. And I think he really wants to come back. I think he really wants to fight on the White House card, but Dana White does not want to give him Alex Pereira. So uh, it means he's probably gonna have to come back to the heavyweight division. And now he's who is he fighting? Is he fighting Tom Aspinall? Is he fighting Cyril Gahn? Then and potentially John Jones is gonna say no. If they say Tom Aspinall is the guy that would be your opponent, then you probably pass on that offer. Whew. But yeah, Ilia Topuria situation that is quite a difficult situation. I want to see what UFC actually does with that situation. That's a lot of pressure on Dana White, a lot of pressure on the fans.